I'm a Pirotčanka, but I'm born in Chicago. I am Holly Jovanovic Goljic. Jovanovic, my birth name, Goljic, my married name. I am born and raised outside of Chicago in a suburb, but my roots come here from PIROT. My grandpa, George Jovanovic, was from PIROT. His father was a merchant, Antonio Jovanovic. He dyed the yarn for the Chiling, was his business. He also had shares in the energy company and a vote on the board of the energy company. He moved to the United States in 1910. We're not really sure why. He never spoke a whole lot about his life here. He was a very proud Serb, and he and my grandmother, who was Russian actually, had 6 children, 5 boys and 1 girl. One boy died as a 2-year-old. The rest lived long lives. One is still alive, and he is 90 years old. My father was named the same as his father, so he was George Jovanovic. My grandpa owned a business in the United States. He first had a bakery, and then he sold that to his brother-in-law and opened a food store and butcher shop and added a bar onto it later. So I had to get my grandpa's birth record, and he was born in 1887, so I had to pull it from the church. And on that document, it said a lot of information, including where he was baptized and who his cum was, and that he was the 3rd child born to those parents. We don't know any siblings that he had, so that was all very interesting. So I pushed my husband, when we came to visit his family in Belgrade area, to drive me here so that I could see where I came from. So my daughters and I sang Oče naš and Tebe pojem in the church where he was baptized, and we found my pradeda's grave and brought dirt home for the cemetery at home. And the priest who was leading us around was not able to find an address where my grandpa lived, but he told us then, "You have one more place to go. I think I found your relatives." And he took us to meet them, and they brought out letters and pictures that my grandpa sent them, and they were our relatives. It was overwhelming, like it is right now. When I saw the picture and I was looking at my own father, I jumped out of my seat. And my husband was reading the letter that was with it, and in that letter he was saying his 3rd son was getting married to a girl from a Serbian family on October 15th. That was my parents' wedding. And I looked at the letter, and it was dated September 23rd, and my grandpa died 6 days later. So he probably already was gone before they even received the letter here. I feel very at home here. I always have felt at home in Serbia in general, but here I feel connected. I don't feel like I walk here alone. I feel like my grandpa and relatives are with me always. So Pirot is definitely somewhere very special for the Jovanovici. Our relatives here are Simonovici. They are from my prababa. But this has just been so special for all of us. We had the very huge blessing of being able to sing for the liturgy as a 4-part harmony choir, as a family in the church where my dada was baptized in 1887. And that was probably the most emotional thing for all of us. My brat od stric, who was here, he's already left for the more. He is 20 years older than me, and he had his 4 children and their families all with them here. In 1980, he and his wife came here to visit someone they knew from Chicago during their honeymoon, and at that time he introduced them to Jovica Simonovic, who has now passed on. Jovica, he promised Jovica that when they had children, he would bring them here, and it didn't happen. So now he was very happy to be able to bring not only his children, but his grandchildren as well. It's Vječna je pam'ять when you're an Orthodox Christian, right? So how are the memories eternal? It's because you pass on to the next generation who these people were and what they meant in your life.
Ja sam Zora Goljić, upravo starija ćerka od Kolija. Iako nisam se prezivala Jovanović, još uvijek imam i ja poreklo odavde i drago mi je što sam i mogla to i da vidim.
Ja se zovem Zvezdana Goljić, ja sam mlađa ćerka od Hali Goljić i ovo mi je 4. put da sam došla u Pirotu.
Mnogo sam zahvalna upravo zbog škole. Kad sam krenula u školu Akademiju Sveti Sava nisam znala ni jedan reč, bukvalno mama, tata, baba, dada i to je to. Kroz toga što smo mi imali i čitanke i priroda, društvo i sve to ko nas, sve što su deca imali ovde, mnogo meni značajno, ne samo zbog pričanja, nego zbog pisanja i čitanja.
Samo malo je drugačije i dijalektu, ali meni je isto malo smešno. Čudno mi je, ali isto vreme mnogo više naučim u Srbiju i odakle sam, gde sam došla i baš mi je drago.
Šta ti je bilo najlepše što si upamtila i što si naučila iz pirotskog govora?
Kuvala, idemo, uradila, preskočila, to mi je neomiljena reč, kako sam naučila ovde dijalekt. Znači, meni je ovde bilo prelepo gde ima ovde iza nas i baš čudno i samo uglavnom kao da vidim istoriju ispred svojeg očija. Iskreno, ne sjećam se ni kako smo dobili, ali znam da je bila od kuće kad sam možda imala 7 godina, nešto tako. A baš je lepo i isto podsjeta mi odakle sam i nešto mi je tako drago da imam tako nešto lepo u kuću.
Šta ti se najviše sviđa kod pirotskog ćilima?
Pa, mislim, ja bih rekla njihove tako dizajn, kako je to sve stvoreno, baš je lepo i malo drugačije od što vidiš, na primjer, stvari što ima kuće u Americi, to je mnogo drugačije i volim da ispričam odakle kad dolazi drugari kod kuće moja i da vidi to i meni je baš drago.
Svi su preci iz Srbije, iz Pirota, to jest svi su bili, da se kaže, u veći klas, svi su bili trgovci, svi su bili profesori, jedna tetka se udavala za čovek koji je bio glavni za porezi u Jugoslaviji. Mislim, lepo je da se vidi koliko su i oni uspeli i šta su i oni radili na kraju, a i do toga da je čovek mogao da ide skroz do Amerike.
Jel tebe sada to motiviše kao mladu osobu?
Baš me motiviše. Nekako vidim ako su oni to uspeli kad nisu bili telefone, nije bilo internet, nisu bili mnogo stvari što imamo sad, mogu ja i onda više da pridružim i njima i sebi. U Srbiju, mislim, kao što je majka rekla, nekako ne osjećam kao stranac. To je ceo život u Ameriku, mi smo Srbi, a uglavnom mi kad dolazimo ovde mi smo Amerikanci, ali kad se vidi tu porodica i upravo upoznaješ ljudi, nije to sad nešto strašno, upravo možeš da se družiš i da provodiš lepo vreme.
Da li bi se nekad vratila u Pirot na duže vreme, recimo?
Da, naravno, htjela bi.
I'm a Pirotčanka, but I'm born in Chicago.